I didn't know if you wanted to try these nuts. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm gonna be sharing an Aldi grocery haul with you guys. So we just ran and did a quick trip. We honestly didn't need too much stuff today. I feel like half of it's like produce, so we'll go through that pretty quickly, but we got some new things and of course some of our favorite items from Aldi. They did have my favorite chips, but we'll get to that when we do. So if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Let's get started with the produce. So I like to just run through this quickly because these are all 0-point items on WeightWatchers. If you guys don't know, I track consistently with WeightWatchers to stay on track with my weight loss and maintenance journey, and that's why I'll be giving the point values for everything today, and then I'll pop the nutrition labels on the screen so you can see everything like that as well. But I got some bananas today. These are 0 points, and we get these every time for protein shakes and just add them to bring to work and different like snacks and stuff. I also add them to bowls of cereal. I love cutting them up, especially with the protein Cheerios that we got recently. I've really been enjoying banana with that. Then I got some mango slices. These are 0 points on WeightWatchers. Unless you are set to the diabetic mode on WeightWatchers, then fruit is not 0 points. But if fruit is 0 points for you, then mango will be. And I just got this because I always mention that I like to have something sweet after a meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And after dinner, I always have my Honeycrisp apple, which of course I grabbed some more of these. So I have a Honeycrisp apple every day after dinner, but then sometimes after breakfast and lunch, I still want something sweet. In the past, I would always go and just grab a piece of candy. And now I have a side of fruit instead, and it helps to satisfy that sweet tooth and that craving. So mango slices will be something good for after my breakfast and lunches. Same with grapes. So that's why I like to get grapes when I make snack plates, or again, when I like finish a breakfast bowl, then I usually will have some grapes after. But I like that they have this at Aldi where they have the green and red grapes together, and these look beautiful today. They're so firm and juicy looking, so I'm excited about that. It's a good 0-point snack that helps to fill me up a little bit, get some fiber, and satisfy my sweet tooth. Okay, I think that's it for fruit that we got today. I grabbed some romaine, which we use for like burgers and sandwiches. Adam puts it on his sandwich every day that he brings to work, and then sometimes we'll just chop it up and make salads with it. I got some onions, so I just always need onions. I use them for veggie mix and for different recipes. Usually it's just like an extra ingredient I always need on hand, so I needed to restock my yellow onions. I still have some red ones in there. I got some zucchini for veggie mix, and then we already had some bell peppers, so I didn't need to grab those today, but the zucchini is just a good 0-point option that I use as like a filler for meals, especially for pasta. It's really nice to just be able to chop up a zucchini. Maybe I'll add like a pepper or an onion, or even like green beans, which I have here today. I don't know if I'll use that for pasta or what, but I just add some veggies together, cook them up, and add them to pasta, and then it just makes it much more filling, but they're 0 points. And like I said, I didn't get any red bell peppers, but I did get some sweet peppers. I haven't gotten these in a little bit, and I really like to use these for eggs specifically, but also if I'm just like making a quick lunch bowl and maybe I need a veggie and I don't have veggie mix prepped, sometimes I'll slice some of these up and add them with some like rice and chicken, and it's a really good meal. It comes together really quick and easy. Or even these cooked up and put on a taco with like some ground chicken is really good. So I showed the green beans. I got these to either use with like a pasta dish like I mentioned, or I did bread the last ones that I got and they were really good, so I might even just do that again. I got some mini cucumbers, which I like to use for bowls or snack plates especially. I like to make a big batch of either like tuna or chicken salad and then scoop it with the cucumbers. Same with like different dips that we buy, which we didn't actually buy a single dip today. There really weren't any that we wanted, and we've still got some guacamole, like avocado salsa in the fridge, so we just didn't get any new dips. But I like to use cucumbers for that and snack plates especially. Then we got some potatoes. These are just the little duos from Little Potato Company. They are 0 points on WeightWatchers now. Actually, it says potato and corn chowder. That sounds really good. That made me just want soup now. So maybe I'll use it for a recipe like that. But I was also thinking that since it's starting to warm up, I might toss these on the grill. But it's just nice that these are 0 points now. I can use them as a side with like burgers or chicken, or even use them in the morning for breakfast bowls. Sometimes I'll pop a few in the microwave and then it just like cooks them through, and then you toss them in the air fryer and they get nice and crispy, and then add some eggs and like a protein to it, and it makes a really filling breakfast. These are 80 calories for 4 to 5 potatoes, 15 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. So another way to get a little bit more fiber in. And then I think the last thing I got for produce, I just got a frozen bag of mixed veggies. I had gotten a big one before, but I also just grabbed one of these because it's the perfect measurement for when I make fried rice. I'll use the big bag and just scoop it out when I need it for like soup and stuff, but then this will just be easy and convenient when I make a recipe that needs the whole bag. So 0 points on Weight Watchers. I like to use this mix for fried rice, but it's also a really good soup ingredient I've been using. Okay, I did need some canned things because I just made chili and realized that I was out of a lot of beans. So I needed a can of pinto beans. I needed some dark red kidney beans, some black beans, and then I guess I got more dark red kidney beans. I didn't mean to grab both of these, but they're pretty much the same. And then more black beans. I did mean to grab these. But anyway, I've got those just stocked up. They're 0 points on Weight Watchers and just a good higher fiber, more filling option that are also higher in protein. So I like to incorporate them when I can. Sometimes we avoid them because they do make us feel a little bloated, but they're such a good ingredient to incorporate. So that's why I like to buy these. And usually I'll use them as like a side or mixed in with rice or for things like chili. Then Adam had tried these last time and he really likes them. They're jalapeno stuffed olives, which I'm not a fan of olives, but he loves them. So these are perfect because they are kind of spicy too. They are 20 calories for 2 olives, and he said they scan as a point, but I thought they were 0 points on Weight Watchers. But yeah, just a little snack he can have when we do like a snack plate or something like that. Okay, quickly going through some of the meats that I grabbed today. So now that beef is 0 points on Weight Watchers, I definitely grab it more often. And I like that Aldi has the 93% lean. So I grabbed 2 pounds of 93% lean. I think I might use it for 2 separate recipes. That's one thing that I've noticed is that I do like prepping ahead like ground turkey and ground chicken, but with the ground beef, I feel like it gets a little bit more chewy. So I don't really like making giant batches of it as much. So I think I'll use one to make a meatloaf, and then I think the other one I'm going to use to make burgers. But I still got 2 pounds so that I just have different meal options. And like I said, it's 0 points on Weight Watchers now, but it's a good high protein option. It's 170 calories for 4 ounces, 8 grams of fat, and 23 grams of protein. Okay, then I did get 2 pounds of 93% lean ground turkey, which this is also 0 points on Weight Watchers now. It's 160 calories for 4 ounces, 9 grams of fat, and 22 grams of protein. And before it used to be just 99% that was 0 points, but now they've made all the lean meats 0. So 90% and up is 0 for turkey, and that makes the 93% 0. I think I'll just do a big batch of ground taco meat with this. I've got some taco seasoning and I pretty much just cook it up, add the taco seasoning and water, and then put it in a container in the fridge, and I can add it to nachos, bowls, wraps, tacos, all that stuff. That's one thing that I feel like I just always have prepped lately is taco meat, and that's probably what I plan to use this for. We also needed some more bacon, and I always grab this from Aldi. It's just the Appleton Farm, so it's just like the Aldi brand, but it's their center cut bacon where it's 2 points for 2 slices, 50 calories, 4 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein. Then we needed some lunch meat, so Adam grabbed this Crocus ham. I like to use this for breakfast sandwiches, and he likes to use it for his lunch sandwiches, which we still have some turkey lunch meat, but he'll do ham and turkey sandwiches. And this is 1 point for the serving of 2 slices. It's got 50 calories, 1 gram of fat, and 11 grams of protein. And sometimes I'll just take 1 slice for 0 points if I'm making like a quick breakfast sandwich and then just trying to keep it low point, but 1 point for 2 slices isn't bad for a higher protein option. Okay, some of the dairy that I got today. So I always grab yogurt from Aldi. They have this vanilla Greek yogurt. They usually have 2 options that I always mention because they have a vanilla Greek yogurt that's like a protein option, and it only has like 1 more gram of protein for the container, but to me, I just don't like the taste as much. So I prefer to just get this one, but they're both good options because they have a good amount of protein. It's only 80 calories for 1 and 2 points on Weight Watchers, 2 grams of fat, 4 carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of protein. And I usually like to top it with some berries. I have been finding that I like fresh blueberries if I have a yogurt bowl in the morning, and then when I do it for dessert, I like using frozen berries because it makes it so much more like an ice cream sundae, and then I'll top it with some granola or cereal as well. I grabbed these creamy garlic and herb Laughing Cow wedges, which actually it's not Laughing Cow, it's the Aldi brand, so Happy Farms wedges, but they're pretty much the same thing. They're just spreadable cheese wedges, and they are 1 point for 1 on Weight Watchers, 25 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, and 2 grams of protein. And I just like getting the garlic and herb because it works well when I do like pastas and stuff. Also, it's really good as a spread on bagels, so when I make like 2 ingredient dough everything bagels, I'll just spread one of those on, and it's a good option. So it works well in a lot of of different recipes, and those are just something that I pretty much always have on hand, and I just needed to restock some. And I feel like the Aldi brand is just as good as the regular Laughing Cows that I get. I grabbed some sliced mozzarella. I was seeing if they had any reduced fat slices, and they didn't, because they do always have the reduced fat shredded cheese, which I just grabbed a bag of the sharp cheddar. This is 90 calories for a quarter cup and 4 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 6 grams of fat, 2 carbs, and 7 grams of protein. And sometimes I don't use the full serving. I'll just use like a half in my eggs, but this is just a good option for like a lower point cheddar cheese. And it's nice that it's shredded, so I can just like weigh it out in grams usually. But anyway, I got these slices when I was looking for that because these are only 2 points for a slice because they're mozzarella. So it's 60 calories, 4.5 grams of fat, and 5 grams of protein. And I thought these might even be really good for like different pizza recipes or something, like an open face pizza sandwich or something, because 2 points for a slice isn't bad. So I don't know what I'll use these for, but I thought that this was interesting because I don't usually get mozzarella by the slice. But I've been enjoying sliced cheese better because I feel like it just melts better. I know that there's like a coating on the cheese or whatever when it comes shredded and it doesn't melt as well then. So I've been trying to look for lower point slices and I'm excited to see how these work. I grabbed some bone broth, which I feel like this was so cheap for what it was. I feel like usually I get a container half this size for like $5 and this one was $3 today. So I actually grabbed a couple of the chicken bone broths. They are fat-free, gluten-free, and 9 grams of protein for the serving of a cup, and there's 4 cups in here. It's got 40 calories in that serving, and when I scanned the chicken one, it says it's 1 point for a cup. The beef broth says it's 0 points. So I'm not really sure. I need to double check and look more at it, but they're both 40 calories and 9 grams of protein for the serving. And actually the beef has more sodium. So it would make sense that this would be points and this wouldn't. I don't know why it's the other way around. But anyway, I use this as an ingredient for soup, and especially with the bone broth, it has more protein. So that's really been helping me to up the amount of protein I add to my soup. And yeah, I just like the flavor of them, and I feel like they're just a good option. I needed some more of these tortillas. So these are my favorite. The brand is El Milagro, and they're just corn tortillas. The serving for 2 tortillas is 100 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 2 grams of fiber, 21 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. And the serving for one of them is 1 point, 2 of them is 3 points, and 3 of them is 4 points. Usually 3 is the serving I have because I'll do like 3 tacos at a time, or if I make a quesadilla, I just do 2. But these work really well for breakfast tacos, for quesadillas, regular tacos. Like, these are the tortillas that I usually prefer now. Even though they're not as high in fiber and protein as like the La Banderita ones we use, this just is like when I crave authentic Mexican food, I love to have these as an option. So I made sure to get 2 of those. We needed some more buttermilk pancake mix. So this is pretty much like Kodiak, but just the Aldi brand. It is 5 points for the serving of a half cup of dry mix, which makes about 3 pancakes. It's got 220 calories, 36 carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugar, and 15 grams of protein. And that is, like I said, for a half cup dry. So usually you just have to add water to it. I will sometimes add in some egg or do milk instead to make it higher in protein, and especially like when I make waffles. But yeah, we just needed to get more of this. 5 points for the serving is good, and it's nice that it has some extra protein in it. Okay, a couple freezer items we got. I really like these chicken pot stickers from Aldi. I like to use them as a side whenever I do like orange chicken for dinner or any type of like fried rice, sesame noodles, or anything that we want like a side with. Or recently we also used these specifically in soup and they were really good. So you can use them as like a nice dumpling for that. But for the serving of 6 pieces, it is 5 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 240 calories, 5 grams of fat, 41 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 9 grams of protein. And sometimes we'll air fry them, but a lot of the times lately I like to pan fry them. I feel like they just taste the best that way, so that's usually what I'll do. Then this was something new that I hadn't seen before, but of course I saw buffalo, so it just caught my eye. But they're just buffalo style mini chicken rolls. For the serving of 3 pieces, it's 6 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 210 calories, 8 grams of fat, 29 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 6 grams of protein. And it says that you can air fry them or put them in the oven. We're always looking for little snacky things like this for our appetizer night, so I just thought this would be fun. They're just crispy mini rolls stuffed with buffalo style chicken, with buffalo style sauce, chicken, and vegetables. So we'll have to see how these are, but I figured Adam would like these. These were also in the freezer section, and I feel like they're meant to be like true fruit, but it is Diana's. They are real banana bites dipped in dark chocolate caramel crunch. And then these are real banana bites dipped in white chocolate cinnamon granola crunch, which honestly, both of these sound so amazing. Those sound delicious, and they sound unique because a lot of the times when I see products like this, I'm like, I could just cut up bananas and dip them, which I never end up actually doing either. But I feel like that's like how I justify not getting them, but these just sounded unique and really good. I'm excited to try these. I think we'll save these for a snack review, but for the serving, I'm trying to find, it is 90 calories for 3 pieces and 4 points total on WeightWatchers. It's got 4 grams of fat, 5 for these ones, 13 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugar, 9 grams of sugar, and then a gram of protein. We're excited to try these out. I think they just come in like one big bag, but we'll have to save those for a snack review and see how they are. We're just always looking for sweet desserts and snacks like that, and we usually buy true fruit, so I figured why not try that out. Okay, this was another new thing we want to try. This is also just like an Aldi brand product, but we have been loving the Planters, I want to say, Buffalo Ranch Duo, where they have buffalo cashews and ranch almonds, and they have the Aldi brand of that exact same thing. So we've got buffalo cashews and ranch almonds in this mix here. It's 180 calories for a quarter cup, 16 grams of fat. It's got 8 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 6 grams of protein in that serving. It's also got 2 grams of sugar, and it's 6 points total on WeightWatchers. I'm curious to see if these are similar, actually. Hey Adam, are you busy? Okay, we'll get to those at the end. So the next thing that we got is another product that I always get from Aldi, and it is their pub style pretzels. So they just have such good flavor and saltiness that I really like to add them to snack mixes, which is just like air pop popcorn and then a few other things. And I find that I can do like a 1 or 2 point serving to add a good amount of saltiness and crunch and flavor. But for the serving of about 15 pieces, it's 3 points on WeightWatchers, 120 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 20 carbs, a gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. And then the last thing that I get every single time that we go to Aldi, and I know exactly where they are. They're always on the end thing now, actually, but they always have way more of the plain sea salt ones, and they're always out of the chili, but they had a good amount today. So I was excited to grab a few of these bags. These are the sweet chili brown rice crisps. They are 140 calories for about 12 of them, and 4 points total on WeightWatchers. They've got 7 grams of fat, 16 carbs, a gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. And I just love the flavor. They've got like the perfect sweetness, but chili flavor to them. And then they're pretty much just like tortilla chips. So they've got a good crunch. I've used them for nachos before and they're really good, but a lot of the times I just snack on them or add them to a snack mix as well. So anyway, let's go back to this. Adam's done. Welcome.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to know if you want to try this. It already looks way different than this looks like it's like a healthier version. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how did nuts look healthier? Because they're really, okay, whoa. It's whey coated. I need to just try it before I speak. No, but they just don't look as seasoned, but they are.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cheers. I hate to do this. Oh yeah. Okay, so maybe that's the only difference is that the almonds have
those are way more seasoned.
more of a skin on them.
Like, it's almost like these ones are infused.
Yeah, I guess that is true.
Yep.
I mean, we've had this so many times.
Cheers.
I'm sorry, these are disappointing, unfortunately.
I'll definitely eat them though.
Not bad, they're good, but these are insane. I love these. Okay, anyway, that wraps up my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.